Okay, hello everyone. Sorry, it's going to be a very sudden start here, but hope you're doing well. Welcome to live replay cast. Not just one, but three replay casts in a row. We're going to first see Ragnarok versus Joker, which I've already got scoreboard ready for. We're then going to see... who are we going to see? Let's have a little look. Farco versus Nickname, and then we're going to see Davido versus Jacob. Yeah, we'll dive straight into it. We're going to start off with Joker versus Ragnarok. And yeah, let's just dive straight onto it. Hopefully replays work fine. Okay, right, we start then at the top with Ragnarok. He's in orange. He's playing as GLA Stealth General. Bottom side, we've got Joker playing in gold. Slight colour clash, admittedly. But he is playing as China Tank General. Right, I am going to get the stream chat up before I forget. Bit of a last minute in terms of timing. So hopefully get a few people able to watch. Hello there, Mohammed Grave. Which... Oh, I saw it in the description. Okay, yeah, which sets? Sorry, yes. Yeah, I should have said it there in the description. But yes, the first one we're going to see, Ragnarok versus Joker. Let me just double check. I'll be getting sound. Yep. There's basically 1 second of latency in this. It's going to be pretty live. So when your chat comes through, I should be able to respond very, very quickly. Already seeing from Joker a slight mishap on the supply here. This one also not the greatest. This is going to affect his collection quite badly. He's been playing for a while now. Like, he's played a lot of Zero over the years. I think this is something he should be better at. But I don't think, he's not very active these days. But I still think someone that's been knocking around a long time should have this dialed by now. Looks fairly standard for Ragnarok. 2 supplies, and then he's got tunnels in sort of standard positions. There's a hijacker coming through, and there's a flamer going up here. The flamer looks like it's not going to spot that tunnel. And it's a double flamer opener. I think Joker might get away with it because the visibility on this is really, really small. Might get revealed now, though. First technical's going to come through as well. These flames are just going in straight aggression. Not a fan of a double flamer opener against stealth. This is going to get cracked open very quickly. Dozer will get microed away. Following up with Outpost. Yeah, interesting choice of units here from Joker. You need some GATs, really. That's what deals with these. Against the Stealth General especially. These flamers might get in, though. This one is going to get intercepted. Dozer goes down. That is 2 supply trucks on a Dozer, and this is looking pretty disastrous for Joker. This flamer is going to get some work done. Actually, this one killed the barracks as well. And this one also kills the supply. So the flamers have done some damage. But look at the damage this has done. These flamers aren't going to be very good at dealing with it. Joker looking to protect that last Dozer of his. But has too much damage been done? Oh, big mistake from Ragnarok there, losing that technical. That's a big loss. Very unfortunate there. This, however, ouch. Oh dear. That's game over if it isn't. If it wasn't already, it's really looking like game over. It does sell, okay. Does get that sell off in time, so that's good. But what can he do to stop the flamer? He's got a GAT. And that needs to be careful because of the power exploding. Joker needs to micro there. He's got 2 flamers also going forwards, and this one as well. And that flamer that was stolen is going to go down. Those are rebuilding the power. Yeah, Joker pretty much on his knees here. And that's quite a few quads all of a sudden. So I'm struggling to see if these 2 flamers don't really get any work done, and I don't think they will. 3rd supply as well out now for Ragnarok. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ragnarok isn't going to lose this game. Joker with no upgrade on his Battle Master either. It's just a case of unit selection, really, I think that's let him down here. Good micro taking that quad away. And yeah, Joker's been defeated. Yes. Unit selection.
You are victorious.
That game That loss is just from unit selection. You can't really open with 2 flamers because they're just slow. And they're not very good at defending. You need to open really with either 2 Gats or Outpost Gat. Maybe Gat Flamer. Maybe you could get away with it. But then against Stealth, you ideally need at least 1 Outpost because of the potential Hijacker. So yeah, Outpost Gat is the preferred opener, I would say. But in any case, it is 1-0 for Ragnarok. Okay, let's load game number 2. Starting this time at the bottom with Ragnarok playing as the tank general, sticking with his orange colour. Sticking with his gold colour at the top is Joker playing as GLA Stealth General. Okay, well, let's see how both players get along this reverse. I'm going to expect a better unit choice from the beginning here from Ragnarok. We will soon find out. Maybe not the best use of his dozers though, so I think this one, yeah, I mean, look at that. What is going on there? That took ages. But the dozer that builds this power should go build this supply, and this dozer, when it comes out of the command center, should be going over here to build that supply. A top tip for Ragnarok if he is watching this back. Joker is going for a box that I'm not convinced he necessarily needs. There's no harm in it though. No harm in it. Bit of distance there, maybe not the end of the world, maybe a bit on the big side. And opening with tunnel here and tunnel here. So we should be able to intercept anything. Also, it has a hijacker. So will that get any work done? That will partly depend on what units come out. Flamer comes out first, okay. These players know more than I do, apparently. Again, supply collection. Maybe he's gotten away with that. Yeah, maybe he just got away with it. This one looks perfect, even with the mines. So that's quite nice. That hijacker has decided to sack that flamer off. That might be a mistake. Because you then run the risk. Might get himself a dozer, though. Should get himself a dozer. He's not going to pay attention, is he? Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? There's a dozer! Oh. He wants a flamer, doesn't he? He might have gone too greedy here. The worst thing is he doesn't know there's mines. Oh, maybe he does. Maybe he's just gotten really lucky. If this is a flamer now, it would be pretty majestic, I have to say. But imagine it was an outpost. That gamble. Not even remotely worth it. Because letting that dozer live means he gets a free expansion as well. So flamer comes out there. I bet you now an outpost comes out there. I mean, that would just be his luck, wouldn't it? See, the thing is, right, he still hasn't bought anything. I want to know what's going to come out of here now. I bet you it's an outpost. I just feel so confident that's what it's going to be. But yeah, Joker has been allowed time to establish himself. It's a gat. See, not really worth it, is it? Not really worth it. And I bet he runs it into the mines. He doesn't even know he's taken it. Flamer here should get stopped. Both players struggling to multitask here. TT comes in on the third supply. Their technical survives as well. Very nice. Joker doesn't realise he's taking this gap. What a waste. What a waste. Imagine it was a flamer though and he didn't realise. That would have been even more depressing. And Joker has a demo trap here. But nothing's gone down the left side, so a bit unfortunate. Dozer has already gotten his third supply back. The money's good. I think Ragnarok might be thinking about getting a prop soon. Got another potential TT coming in. Joker really struggling to keep on top here. Yeah, there's the propaganda. Nice. Very nice. And he's going to get a dozer. Yep. Surely he's going to get that dozer. Oh my god. Wow, it does just get it. I think it'll go down in the response, but he does get it. Yeah, okay. Third war factory going down. Joker goes for a second arms dealer. That is a I'm going to go as far as saying that's a big mistake. Against tank, you need a palace kind of quickly. Flamer takes the technical quite cheaply there. This is looking like a fairly chunky army. How many quads does Joker have to deal with it? A few. But that, not that many. That's not the best pot. It loses 2 very cheaply. Chain guns are in play now as well, so these pops have got to be good. This is not the one going for 2 arms dealers against tank. Got to get yourself really quickly onto a palace if you can. There is a 3rd supply from Joker though. No oil capture from either player. Maybe he'll go for it. He's going to go for a CC. Can't really blame him. Actually, Joker kind of nice this, going for a counter attack. It's not the biggest or scariest counter attack, but might get the dozer. Might lose everything in trying to get the dozer. Meanwhile, Joker's base is probably going to get ripped to shreds. I don't even reckon he'll get the hunt. He won't, will he? No. No, he won't. This is going to get tidied up. And not really anything going down there, but in your base. What base? You're going to lose it all. Drops down some more tunnels, but there's only 1 tunnel between his entire production and this massive army. So I think Joker's on borrowed time here. Micro we want with 2 quads. That's not going to be enough to stop this. Rank 3 in play, and he's actually getting that CC back fairly soon. Hello, nickname, by the way. And hello, Pepsi. Hello, Almood. Yeah, there's Joker's GG. That's perhaps not a surprise.
You are victorious.
And again, some small things that lead to big things. Not taking that dozer earlier. And by the way, he could have hunted him. So had he taken that dozer with the hijacker earlier on, and then used the tech RPG like he did to kill the other one, he gets a hunt, and he leaves his opponent with just 2 war factories. And he'd have had power himself. He could have probably just quad spammed out of that. Then maybe in that situation, going 2 arms dealers works. But yeah, where he found himself, probably the quicker palace would have been the one. Did I update the score just then? I did. So yeah, 2-0 lead for Ragnarok as we go into game number 3. We're in Tiny Tactics this time. Okay. Starting on the left-hand side, we have got Ragnarok in the orange playing as GLA Toxin General. Opposite him on the right-hand side, it's Joker in the gold. He is playing as Vanilla USA. I wonder how many times Joker's played this map before. Like, he's watched it. You've watched it. Probably many a time. But how many times has he actually played it? I'm willing to bet not many times. So one thing is, and yeah, I can tell straight away. So when you get this at $2,500 crate, it gives you 2 options in my opinion. One is to build a 3rd dozer and sell. The other is to just keep your CC. 2 dozers, but you keep your CC. But yeah, Joker hasn't done either of those things. He's just going for like a very standard build order as if he's playing on Vendetta. Now, that's probably fair if he hasn't played on this map before, and as I said, I don't reckon he has. He is collecting off separate supply crates here, this is good. Ragnarok, meanwhile, is going to try and go for a TT. That could be pretty devastating, actually, if deployed correctly. And he's going for 3 supplies. Going to get the oils later, by the looks of it. Would like to see the 2 RPGs go with it as well. But as it happens, just the 3 terrorists. They're going to go around that side. And we'll try and find either this or that or that. Okay, first V out. Can't quite tell if that's got anything in it or not. We could technically cheat. We're not going to. Alright, this technical won't quite get met by the Humvee. Okay, loses his technical, perhaps unnecessarily, but in the end, still gets the supply. Very nice. This Humvee successfully stops a supply expansion. That's nice. Joker is going to rebuild the supply here. Building up the V numbers slowly but surely. As this one as well going around being annoying. Yeah, the tentacles are going to deal with that. Whoa, this actually has something in it. Goes down. Don't think that's going to get scrap denied, but Ragnarok not interested in taking it. Or is he? Nope. And continue the expansion here now. I would like to see him spend this cash. He's on 5k. There we go. Now he's getting himself a palace. Joker has a fire base. Has both his those. We'll probably lose one here. Has to be very careful with this. This is quite a scale. Ooh, quite a lot of RPGs went down there. Whoa, he gets close. Ah, it's close. Got an evac there. Whoa, where's the ambulance? Use the ambulance to crush these. Ragnarok expands in the middle as well. Would like to see a tunnel up here. Nice that Joker sent one of his Chinook off to collect elsewhere. Good move. Hello there, Amayasa, by the way. Good to see you again. Ooh, that nearly goes down. Unlucky. Yeah, it's an expansion of orangeness. Joker with incredibly few Vs here for this stage of the game. He did lose a couple, obviously, in that engagement. No oil collection from either player, either. Second arms dealer now going down. This middle expansion will get shut down, and that ambulance is very nicely placed. I think that was deliberate. So this should all get shut down now. And Ragnarok just opting for a counter-attack. There's nothing wrong with this. Especially when your opponent hasn't got that much, really. I don't understand where Joker's spending his money. I guess he is just losing 2 Chinooks here, which isn't ideal. But what are you going to do against this? Joker opting to ignore it for now. S&D now kicks in, but that's going to trigger Ragnarok to just go and deal with it. I think a Colonel Burn could be quite nice. And maybe laser locking all of these, whilst also then focusing on the micro here. A lot to do here for Joker. And needs to be very, very careful. But with some good micro, he will successfully shuttle this down. And that's quite nicely done. Maybe get his CC back in this time. He has got the money. He's got 5k actually, flowing quite a bit. Loses 1v, decides then Ragnarok to take his entire army back to deal with this. Scared maybe by the S&D. Joker has got a lot of missile defenders. Whoa. Yeah, this is someone that hasn't played this map before, I think. Maybe a little bit ambitious here to engage this. Does have the height advantage though. Gets himself a couple of technicals, but now has to run away. Maybe one play is to be able to get to Pathfinders. And then that would pretty much make this entire army redundant. But buggies are now coming out. There's still no oil capture from either player. I can't believe that. Yeah, supplies not oil's not popular here apparently. I think Joker at this stage probably needs to collate his entire army. Go on a bit of a rampage. Dives in quite heavily here. And the buggies are going to come out. Will miss the target. Ambulance goes down. Buggies are going to get shut down. Micro on the whole, not too bad here. Whoa, huge counter-attack. Huge counter-attack. Didn't see that. Yeah, okay. That's pretty deadly. So this army, yeah, this army in a dream. And against the GLA, I don't fancy it. He's going to save this dozer, though. There's just so much for him to clear up. Okay, he's going to drop it down there. Needs to get himself maybe a CC. Yeah, that's exactly what he's going for. But there's so much scrap, I think, on these. Oh, there isn't. There's only this one. Yeah, the longer he keeps this powerful, the better. I think he will keep it for a little while longer. Pathfinders have been purchased. This army continues. Has to remember that he hasn't got... he has to dive in. You haven't got a choice. But that's a lot of buggies. I think Ragnarok is looking good here. Okay, builds himself. That's probably an error. Because now the power goes down, and that's going to take forever to build. That's a lot of buggies. Yeah, he knows it. I can't see Joker survive. I can't see this army winning him the game. Weirder things have happened. Yeah, here we go. This is probably the final final moments for Joker now. Because the dozer goes down even in the presence of the Pathfinder. Yeah, that's it. That's over. There is no chance this army's going to do everything for him. Especially when you lose, and especially when there's all this. And he's kind of got Pathfinders at a time when they're now no longer needed because the RPGs have been cleared up. Here we go. Joker's final moments. Two Humvees left. Ooh, nice laser lock. I think he should just click on the barracks, surely. Checkmate. Yeah, it didn't matter, it's over. That is 3-0. Joker will get to play as the Tox next, and has now played a whole one game at this point on this map. So let's see if he can get himself on the scoreboard on this game. Okay, starting on the left-hand side, right-hand side, sorry, with different colours this time. It's put me off a bit. Ragnarok here, then in the orange still, playing as Vanilla USA. Left-hand side, we've got for Joker in purple this time, playing as GLA Tox General. Sayakares, I don't know how you meant to pronounce that. Zarez, I'm sure I've said this before. But yeah, hi to you. Hope you are well. Yeah, I think will Joker be a bit more comfortable here? Maybe he will. Would like to see an oil actually capture this game though. There are 4 of them. I mean, Ragnarok in that last game could have easily taken all 4 oils and it'd have been filthy rich. He had enough money as it is, but he could have been even richer. 4 oils is a lot. Same thing again though, in terms of the build order. So Ragnarok going for the sort of similar-ish build order then to what Joker did. Joker does remember to get himself technical training. Both players doing a very, very similar build order. The only difference is Joker seems to have gone very map expansion-y. Should shut this V down. There's a technical outs. Well, that's a very, very quick S&D from Ragnarok. Wow. He ain't mucking about. It might be the fastest drop down of a strategy center I've ever seen. About 1:30 in, that probably was. Yeah, that is rapid. Right, first technical coming forwards then at 2 minutes. A little slow. We'll probably go for the War Factory. No. RPGs. Is it a dozer he wants? Yeah, I think it is. Oh. Gets it. Does get it. But that dozer will just finish that off. Nice harassment though. Think he might just miss out on... Will he get it? Nah, nearly. Very, very nearly. Does lower them both, though. Search and Destroy will come in now. Joker trying to be aggressive and take a bit of map control. There is just no interest in these oils whatsoever from either player, is there? Which is quite something. S&D now in play, and this is suddenly quite a scary army at this stage of the game. I'm not sure how filled they are, but if they're even slightly filled, this is a big army. And these tentacles are going to headbutt it. See the ambulance there? Ready to crush. Didn't actually need it in the end, but still nicely done. So it's not really as, yeah, fast palace rather than a second arms dealer. Is going to try and go for the oils though, that's nice. This is maybe a bit ambitious from Joker. Should probably cancel that one. And that one. Very, very ambitious. And these RPGs are also going to get dealt with. Bit 2 Humvee. It's unraveling very, very quickly. I think the V's have gotten on top of the base here. Nice Hellfire drone there. And that V's still surviving. Is Joker going to try and cockroach around the map? Maybe he will. But that technical then needs to just be saved. And it will be. Yep. So we could make this a little bit awkward. But behind this, I'm sure Ragnarok will be looking to build more. Very nice finishing of the box there as well to get his CC back. But yeah, with the search and destroy in play, I think Joker's first thought should have been, I need to TT this. Maybe that's what that is now. Not taking the best of paths though, has it? That gets shut down. It wasn't even a TT. But he gets himself a complimentary Chinook. I think it's not going to be enough though. Joker is responding quite nicely in adversity though by slapping a load of stuff down. He has the money. Especially because he's been taking oils. But these are going to be captured by Ragnarok. Yeah, going for their oils here this game. CC comes in just as he turns level 3. Very nice. Ragnarok has got a knack for getting his CC just in time actually. Which is never a bad habit to get into. Oh, this is so annoying when the Hellfires do this, isn't it? That one is going to go down, though. And what way do you go? You're going to go left and or down and take the oils? A good decision, I'd say. Nice micro taking that all the one away. Is that a TT attempt? Nope. It's just an empty tentacle. Just an absolute death march. That is pretty full. Oil's now coming in. Supply drop zone being played. Okay. Good work taking the oils out. That's going to reduce the cash per minute considerably. So Ragnarok very much in the driving seat here. Joker trying his best to hang on in there, but could be too little too late, I have a feeling. He's really, really desperate to get that palace out. Maybe he wants to build himself Jarman Kill just on the verge of it building, but yeah, it's just giving XP away. That's level 4 now for Ragnarok. And the thing is, the positioning of all the Joker's buildings are like away from defenses. Yeah, he's called it. I think
you are victorious.
Hard luck, Joker. I think he was showing a bit of rust. I think if he's played more games under his belt, he plays better than that for sure. But that is 4-0 Ragnarok, and that actually is our first game, or first set, I should say. Nickname's in the chat, and we're going to do his set next. So let's change our scoreboard to Farco versus Nickname. And let's obviously reset this to 0-0. Let me just make sure it's centered. Always very anal with that sort of thing. Okay. Alright, so Farco versus Nickname is our next set. Alright, here we go. Game number 1. We're on Vendetta. We start at the bottom with Farco. He is in purple and he is playing as GLA Stealth General. Also, as GLA Stealth General at the top in blue, we have got Nickname, the man in the chat. It's weird how my YouTube on my phone does seem to just fall slightly out of sync. Don't know why that is. Probably because it's just on my phone. Really annoying. But if you refresh it and then it just goes live again. So yeah, both players as the Stealth General. We've got Nickname going for a boxy sort of approach. Okay, he's gone to the school of Fargo. Big fan of Fargo is Nickname. Big fan. Even though he takes loads of abuse from him. Not really much in the way of map presence. And I think when you've built this few like tunnels, you can easily afford a third supply. Only, however, yeah, look at this similar approach from Farco actually, going for the box. And both of these are fake. So if a technical with a couple of RPGs comes in, kills that, drive in, crash, off you go. Be more annoying. That worker gets picked off. There's a first technical out for Farco. Nice position here though from Nickname. He's going for a TT, okay. Farco's going to take the map control here. Nickname, meanwhile, wishing to focus more on the middle. Ooh, that gets in. That's super annoying. So the box fails then. Nice try. So yeah, good harassment for Nickname. That has something in it. What does it have in it though? Is it going to be a TT? It is a TT. Gets the supply. Nice pick off. Okay, the Nickname's technical should just win out. Gets Vet 2. Would like to see him take the scrap. And save that, ideally. Okay, that technical comes in, even though it's, yeah, nothing to harass. Okay, does get himself the scrap. Nickname needs to get a second supply back urgently. That has got to be a priority for him. Because he's just collecting off these workers and they're not even collecting that well. So yeah, not so great economically for Nickname. Farco in a slightly better position, collecting off 6 workers on 2 supplies. Nice sneaky tunnel on the right hand side here from Farco. Sounds a bit like Fargo actually, doesn't it? Also tried the old boxing there as well. Okay, quite a few quads out. That is a tech RPG that got made mincemeat of. Does he see that worker? Don't think so. Nice stealthed supply here from Nickname, actually. I didn't even see that myself. So he is actually on 3 supplies. This worker's slowing this collection down. So in comes the engagement. Ouch, that quad did not last long. And production is camped. I'm not sure if he has much more. Nope. It's looking pretty desperate. I think Farco's taken that one. Yeah, he has. The production camped there. Nicely played from him. Takes a 1-0 lead. Hard luck, Mr. Nickname. Of course, we're going to see this again. So can Nickname enact revenge very quickly? Let's find out. Alright. Game 2. We start with Farco, this time at the top, playing as the Stealth General. And at the bottom, we have got Nickname in blue, also playing as GLA Stealth General. Can he get revenge from that first game? Let's find out. Hello, RVB. And hello, Ascension191. Good to see you. Stream sniping. That's funny. Mogger, B Legacy, Kaushal Raj. Hello, hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Okay. I wouldn't say 7-0 incoming. That would be a bit difficult in a best of 7. 4-0, however. Very much possible. This is kind of neat. I don't know if this box would work or not, because I don't know if this supply can truly hug the cliff, but if it can, it could be quite nice. Although I guess maybe not, because, yeah, maybe not, actually. Though I guess if you put a tunnel here and block it off, and then one there, that actually, I'm wondering if this is potentially... I feel like, though, a technical could just walk in here and get there. So yeah, maybe this isn't such a good supply. Don't think Nickname's going to be suddenly discovering new methods for boxing. It's gone for 3 supplies this time. And actually, this one being steps... And okay, that's why he's gone for that position then. Rather than being here. So it's not that obvious that he's collecting. That's quite clever. I think that isn't immediately obvious to your opponent. So, yeah, smart play. Smart plays from Mr. Nickname. This worker's going to get picked off. There's a worker here. Very nice box play here, though, from Farco. Building that while still in the box. Very nice. Bit of a battle going on in the middle. Nickname very cleverly blocking this off. And actually, yeah, okay. That was well played from him. Really good. In comes another technical. Is this the Big Daddy? It is. But it gets denied. Loses a quad, but he'll take that. He's got a hijacker here as well. Going for a tunnel here now. Okay, this is going better for Nickname. One-star martini. Good cocktail. Good cocktail. Yeah, better game for Nickname than this one. Whoa, that is very, very stacked. Actually, that's a lot of RPGs to be, like, out the way. Will he keep that one alive? Don't reckon he will. No, unlucky. Quite a big, scary-looking push. Well, okay, not that big. It looks worse than what I actually thought it might be. Tentacle coming in. Probably doesn't realise that's... Well, it definitely doesn't realise that's there. Few quads. That hijacker could very much swing this, though. If played correctly. Yeah. And now, just like that, if he kills the quad, which he does... he's focusing on the tunnel. Focus on that, Nickname. Not even the entire army's firing. Has he got distracted? I think he has by this tunnel. Ah, that's a shame. It looked so promising for a few seconds there. Just didn't concentrate. Half his army was asleep. Okay, this has definitely caught his eye, though. That quad somehow survives. Not sure how. And yeah, that tunnel is a bit of a problem for Nickname. So both players with positions, then, in their respective bases. The only thing, though, for Nickname that's going for him is that because he's got this position, it kind of means he can't really go for it. That's not to say he won't try, though. Not sure what he's going to really achieve, admittedly. Maybe he wants to go for the barracks. He does. Oh, that's a really nice capture. Wow. Okay, that's pretty nice. That was really quite nice. Get himself a scrap grenade. He's lucky not to lose the hijacker in all of that. Really, really lucky. Okay, he knows this is here, so he's going to shut that down. Nice micro on the technical. There are more quads coming in on the left-hand side, though. Do they know that's there? Oh, wow. How has that worker survived? Okay, this tunnel on the right gets cleared up. More hijackers. This is nice. Nice hijackers. Could help clear this up. Nickname will be aware of this then. And with a bit of patience, should be able to clear this up quite easily. Not the best micro. Will he go for the vet free? No, that's a bit of a waste. Should have gone for the vet free one. But, clears it up. And I think has Farco overextended himself, because that's a crap ton of quads. What is going on with my phone? Why is it not keeping live? I don't understand what is going on with it. It's really annoying, actually, because I'm trying to keep up this with the chat. Okay, this is suddenly looking like a scary push. That demo trap could be nice. I'm already liking the look of that. Okay, alright, we're back on with the stream on my phone. I use that just to keep an eye on the chat. That, it could be nice. Could be really nice. Yeah, it's nice. But, might not be enough. If this just A moves, and it will, Nickname should still be coming out on top here. So many more quads. Just A move into it all. Now you can just kill these buildings. Kill, 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 kill. Yes, good. Nickname still producing hijackers, which is good to see. These should be now prime opportunity to get vetted up. Okay, these quads should be easily losing this fight. Yeah. Okay, good. Loses one cheaply. A move now into the quads. Attack move is what I mean by A move, if you don't know. More veterancy coming in, maybe? Nope, because one of these killed it. There's a hijacker. Arms dealer's been rebuilt. So yeah, Farco in a pretty desperate state, isn't he? Nickname producing more and more. And he has control of this side as well. No oil, even though he has control for Farco. Nickname is miles ahead. It's floating 8k though. Should probably slap down either a third arms dealer or maybe a palace at this stage. Yeah, looking good for him. Is he being a little passive? Certainly would like to see him expanding to this supply. As Xcal always says, you know, if you take an area out, you should be bringing a dozer or bringing a worker with you. And immediately capitalizing on it. For every dollar you take from this, you deny your opponent as well, so it's worth double. Okay, hijackers are going to try and double up with the quads. Pop comes. It's a nice pop. Bit of in and out action. He goes for the wrong quad there. And Farco now level 3. Nickname already reached that. Whoa, the hijackers combined though. Poor selection. They should have gone for that one. Nickname should have gone for that one and maybe this would have been tidied up. But yeah, somehow Farco has managed to survive. Not entirely sure how he did it either. No idea how he did it. Nickname has spent money. There is the third arms dealer. That's what he's opted to spend the money on. Is he on cash bounty though? Farco we know probably is. I don't know if he's put down a CC or not though. And Nickname is now capitalizing by taking this area. Okay, there's the cash bounty and GPS Scrambler. Has a CC been dropped? Not sure it has been. Another barracks. Not sure why he's putting a barracks down necessarily. Oil's now being captured. Oh, two-pronged attack. Okay. That's smart. Distract your opponent. Nice deny by Nickname. Really, really good. Oh, that one gets crushed. Okay, this will be successful, surely. Very nicely done by Nickname. And should also capture at least one of these quads. Unless it walks into the tunnel. Ah, it gets crushed. That's a shame. What? How has he lost this engagement? There were so many quads. Okay, he's coming back in here, but I don't understand how he lost this engagement. That's massive. And is he going to force himself to kill that? Ah, he's committed. He does at least get it. But he'll lose everything for it. Ah, he's got 2 radar vans for some reason. And is now going to probably lose this position. He's on quite a few supplies though. Going to be dried up here any second. Farco has suddenly taken a fairly decent XP lead. A nickname seemingly... Oh, there's, as I said, that palace. But is he on the bounty? I didn't actually pay attention then. Did he drop down that CC? Has he dropped down a CC? I don't know. Have to wait for an engagement now. to find that out. Oh, that'd be really painful if he hasn't. Findama, good to see you in the chat, my friend. Welcome, welcome. And Mr. Gerbil as well, welcome to you. First palace got denied, he said. Okay. It's kind of annoying. $2,500 down the drain. Always really annoying. Still in a very tidy position here, though. Farco very much paying attention to the Toxin Tractor. That's going to get shredded. Okay, we know that he's got his cash bounty. That's 20% cash bounty as well. Still have no idea if Nickname's got his or not. We might actually find out soon if he kills something. Yeah, Farco is... Yeah, every second that goes by, he's recovering. Because these 2 oils are worth their weight in gold. Though he is about to dry up here, and then after that, he's only going to be on 1 supply. Okay, has Nickname... Is there going to be a pop from him? Probably needs to be a pop now out of this one. Or this one. Where's the pop, Nickname? Where's your quads? You sleeping? You on the phone? Oh my god, look, that tunnel just killed that quad and he didn't get cash bounty. So he's not on cash bounty either. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Has Nickname fallen asleep here? Nickname, did you fall asleep? Like, what are you doing? Oh. Okay, I get taking the oil. You're not on cash bounty. Oh my god. Oh man, that's painful. So he's lost all of this just to focus on killing the oils. Now, I get killing the oils is important, especially when your opponent is only collecting off, well, what's soon to be 1 supply. But this army is all the supply he needs. Look at the amount of money it's collecting him. And he isn't even going to get that one, is he? No. Yeah, no. He doesn't get it. Oh my god. Nickname is going to throw it, isn't he? Wow. So it's all fun and well trying to deny your opponent, but if you aren't going to pop to this and slow him down... I mean, imagine if you just popped out of here and slowed him down whilst doing that. You'd have won the game by now. You can't not respond to this. Like, you worked really hard to get this position, and you've completely lost it. You've literally let your opponent back in the game, because that suddenly is really, really valuable. All of that just to focus on getting 1 oil that you should have denied earlier anyway. Okay, this is nice army-wise. Now he's dropped the CC down, right, okay. So that was hurting you a lot. It really was. That tunnel's still there as well. Does Nickname know it's there? Maybe he does. Maybe he has a... Well, he must know. He must know something's there. Okay, Buggy... Ammo comes in. Now, it was fairly stacked. Oh my god, don't waste your bus on it. Gets away with it. Okay. But now he's going to lose this left area. More free money here for Farco, who is now level 5. And look at the amount of purple on the map all of a sudden. And look at the XP difference. 2,000 different. Whoa. Okay, nice buggy micro. Also, John McKell gets away with it. Yeah, I mean, Farco, almost his entire economy is just killing Nickname. Imagine if Nickname just didn't die and didn't lose all of this, he'd have comfortably won this game. He might still win it, but it's looking so much less promising all of a sudden. B Legacy says it's throw o'clock. Yeah, I mean, it might be. It might well be. GPS's doesn't even GPS the buses. These are the most important things to GPS. If you're going to GPS anything, GPS them. And maybe a couple of workers as well. I think he has actually got the workers, okay. But these aren't quite as effective against stealth, because you might accidentally run into a stealth tunnel. That is not going to die anytime soon, is it? Not a lot left to collect there. 3k, barely worth it. It is worth it, but not by much. Yeah, I can't believe the position Nickname's found himself in. I really can't. He has got a few markets, which is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 15 minutes into this game, and he should have won it by now. Really should have done. Yeah, there is a huge stream of stuff being evac'd on this left-hand side. Doesn't seem to want to decide where to go. Now opting to go there. Now he's going back across here. Anthrax bomb. This could be painful. It could be painful. Loses a buggy. Loses quite a few. Sneak attack in response as well. And Nickname's entire army is miles out of position. Whoa, he has loads more though. Okay. Okay, he had a lot, didn't he? Yeah, he's really racked up the army. Now gets Cash Bounty 2. Ooh, Jarmankel's somehow surviving then. Maybe he'll put these in the bus, maybe. Maybe not. Nice Anthrax bomb used here though. And now he's going to go on a little bit of a counter poke. That gets revealed by a tunnel. That tunnel gets shredded. More money in the bank for Farco. Market goes down. Nickname isn't really responding at all to this. Is he sleeping again? Looks like it now. He responds. Start watching a hard computer. With like a big latency. Now he's gotten a scud. That's far too late. Imagine he got that scud like 10 minutes ago. Nice pop though. And he has so much army that he's just not wanting to use. This is going to get cleared up pretty comfortably. Nickname at least is collecting money for all of this now. Surely at this point he knows to look for a tunnel over here. Like, surely. Nickname slowly approaching level 5. Has quite a bit of cash. Does have the markets. Did lose quite a few there, though. I think he lost at least 3 markets, which is pretty painful. Still not wanting to search for this tunnel. Okay. I mean, you surely just saw the stuff walking here. So you must know it's from roughly around here, no? Hard army Nickname. I don't know. Maybe I feel bad for the hard army. Very indecisive though, isn't it, with the army? Hasn't really worked out what to do with it. Oh, that worker disabled that demo trap. That's kind of smart. Things we like to see. Okay, at this stage it looks like he's just healing everything. Do you know there's this amazing thing you can build from the black market called junk repair that does it for you? Top tip. Something useful to know. There's no AP bullets. There is buggy ammo. There is no AP rockets. There was no worker shoes. There was no worker shoes! I mean, I guess at this stage of the game, probably not worth it, admittedly. That's how late you got your palace. Scud now comes into play, but... Oh, what? I mean, look at the size of Farco now. He is everywhere. I think the engagement's definitely not been the best from Nickname. We saw that earlier over here, didn't we? The power of A move. You take your army, you click A, and you kind of just click over. So if you got your army here, you click A there, and A move into it. If Nickname had done that earlier with his army, he'd have already won this game about 10 minutes ago. Bang on the 20-minute mark now, and somehow we've ended up in a position where Farco's looking like he's probably going to win this game. Because look at the cash per minute now. Almost 5 times more. That is absolutely mental that he's managed to get into this position. Nickname. Ooh. Might get away with this spot. I've seen better. Jarmankel's still alive. Demo trap revealed. I'm opting to kill that quad for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe it was getting in the way. But it's the building ruins that get in the way. So you need to place a building on top of it and then cancel it. And then this goes away. I think that mechanic is why things like scrap denial are so difficult. Because then the ruins might suffer a similar thing. And clearing these ruins is kind of nice. Because they're just really annoying. Because the units don't really go over them so easily. So yeah, it's nice to be able to clear them. It's a good game mechanic. 21 minutes into the game though, and Nickname looks like he was never in that position, did he? Junk repair is too slow. Yeah, I mean it is slow, that is true. Nickname now says he hopes Arsenal was going to throw as much as he did. I don't know if that's possible. I mean, and what, go 3-0 in the lead and lose 4-3? That's about the only way we're going to do that. But there's no way we're going to score. We're not going to go 3-0 up against PSG, so I can't see that happening. If we're going to win that game, we'll win 1-0. I'll tell you now. We will win that 1-0. But I'm not entirely sure how you meant to keep a team like PSG out for that long. That I'm also not sure is possible. Farco's just sort of getting bigger and bigger, isn't he? Nickname really, really close to 5-star as well, so he just needs to do something to try and get over the line here. I like that Farco's kept his Jarman Kell by the oil. The ultimate anti-TT, isn't it? Not going to do much when a Scud hits, though, is it? Yeah, that oil definitely helping with the cash per minute. Of that 11,000 or 10,500, 1,200 of that, or 1,000 of that, sorry, is from this oil. Yeah, I mean, does Nickname know that this... Well, we're 23 minutes in, and is he there thinking, what's the point? Might be some sort of Hail Mary, but... What's that march they do in Lord of the Rings? You know the one. In the Return of the King. Where the matey's son just commits suicide by just charging his army. Oh, there's an Anthrax bomb. Okay. Ah, man. Pops from here. I think we're about to see the beginning of the end, aren't we? It's gonna slap down his zone Anthrax bomb, though. That's probably gonna miss the target. Yep, it is. He's still got this tunnel as well. Yeah, he's just gonna pop out of this one now. Farco hasn't forgotten. Don't you worry about that. Scud storms are due soon. Is Nickname even gonna get to fire it? Maybe he'll just fire it and then leave. Because I think this game is this game's done. The cash per minute, biblically different here. And Nickname must be scratching his head wondering how he got into this position. Well, part of the problem was sleeping on the job. That was definitely an issue. But there were some other things as well. Is the Scud going to fire? It is. Is he going to fire it here for banter? No, he's not. Maybe he went for the oil. Nope. Went for... Oh, here comes the Hail Mary then. He's just completely ignored what's going on in his face. Okay. Wow. Oh, it's the Scud he wants to kill. What? Your base is dead anyway. What's the Scud gonna do? Yes, it's GG. That was the least of your concerns.
You are victorious.
Yeah, hard luck, Nickname. Hard luck. I think in the end that game was lost about 7 or 8 minutes ago, but you'd already won it for the first 15 minutes. Yeah, I'd say the actual opening there was pretty good. You denied a TT. You put some good pressure on. Couple of imperfect engagements, admittedly. But yeah, there was points of that were good. I don't know how. I mean, in the end, yeah, I just don't know how you didn't win it in the earlier part. That was the. It was a throw. I think that's safe to say it was a throw. Anyway, after all of that, that is 2-0 for Farco. So let's go into game number 3. Ooh, we're on Snowy. Very much traditional maps, isn't it? So we're with Farco then at the bottom of Snowy Drought. In purple, he's playing as China Tank General. At the top, it is Nickname. He is in blue. He is playing as USA Laser General. And that tells me he's going to go for a no eco. Well, if he was, he should have slapped that down way, way quicker. Let's analyse it. This is definitely going to be a no eco. First mistake he's already made is that he should have just, as soon as that dozer was done with the power, should have just gone bang. Deploy. Because that actually costs you, every second matters, right, when you're doing this no eco. As well as good micro, as well as putting your doses forward. You can know the basics, but things like this, knowing to insta-drop the supply, and also the this barracks can be further forward. It doesn't really make a difference. If you're going to be on a no eco, or a low eco game, as really it should be called, the fact that you just got that a little closer doesn't really make any difference. You just might as well just slap it down there. What matters is getting these out a little bit further forward if you can. And quickly. Because this Humvee, I reckon, should have been at least 10 seconds earlier, minimum. So yeah, here comes the no eco then. We have got ourselves 2 full Vs. GAT is on the right hand side. Rule 101, do not let the first GAT get in. This has to be disabled. That is rule 1 of the no eco. Nickname is just going to let that GAT survive. The only thing going for him here, Nickname, is that he could just start collecting over here instead. So this GAT maybe doesn't matter so much. And it is now going to come down to micro. Already taken a little bit of damage on this Humvee. Should, however, get away with this. This is a nice entry in. Yeah, that GAT comes in. He's not going to reply, is he? He's not known. So he's going to lose his entire economy. Just like that. For no reason. And he's now entirely reliant. Oh no, this army. Nice quick slap down of the prop by Farco. Whoa, Nickname. Okay, takes those. Get out of there. Okay, he's microing these Vs well. Needs to get that one out of there, though. Needs to get that one out of there. Nickname. Nickname. Oh. Hide it around there. Let these kill that. I think... Don't tell me he's going to throw this one as well. I think he'd had this game won. Okay, that's a nice flamer, actually. Doing quite a bit of damage. Admittedly, now to his own GATs. But if he gets one ECM out, it's probably over... Yeah, all the money's run out now. Yeah, oh, by the way, he also didn't use his dozers to distract from the army. That's another mistake. There's the ECM. There's the lock. There's good micro, and that's it. Oh, Nickname. That's another throw. It is a throw. You were in such a good position. Oh, man.
You are victorious.
So we're in a position then where Nickname is 3-0 down, but he could be... And in fact, I'm going to say should be 2-1 up. I'm going to say he should be 2-1 up. The key mistakes, that losing that first V completely unnecessarily. Because you were targeting the power in the war factory when you just need to just be patient and just target the units. He's wasting them anyway. Your micro was generally good. Just, yeah, just target the right things. And then also just not moving your Chinooks when you should have done. And despite, do you know what, incredibly, like, despite the fact that you lost your Chinooks, you still should have won that game. That's what's wild. But yeah, from a position where you probably should be 2-1 up, you find yourself 3-0 down and with it all to do. So we're going in then to game 4. We start with Farco this time in the top, in the purple. He is playing as USA Laser General. I hope you're taking tips, by the way, Nickname. Bottom side, we got a Nickname in the blue playing as China Tank General. Now, a lot more straightforward this, although that dozer's sleeping. What are you doing? Okay. That's lazy. So when this dozer, as soon as it's built, you should be, like, doing this. There, hot, there, L. Like, grab the dozer, click L, over there, build. Like, use the landmine feature to get it out the command center, because it just gets them out quicker. Supply placement looks possibly okay, possibly dodgy. Hard to say at this stage. And you've gone for this supply rather than the conventional one over here. Personally prefer on this going for these two, although the fact that he's going standard build means going forward's probably a better thing. So yeah, standard build order. This supply center just a little bit out by the looks of it. This one, however, perfect. Nicely done nickname. And I think these are collecting off separate, correct? Oh, no, they're not. Alright, but still. Nice. These actually look like they're collecting perfectly now as well. Yeah. Okay, these are some pretty good supplies then. I can't really fault that. First Gat's going around the flanks. But this is nice. This is a nice defense from Farco. I think these Gats maybe should be in a bit quicker. The thing is, right, if you take that, and go forwards now, Farco's in a real bit of pickle. Whereas, actually, this first Gat is going to go in here. I think it gets denied, does it? It's going to be really close. Yeah, he just couldn't get round. Does get denied. This first one is going to get met by these two Humvees. And now, suddenly, these 3Vs versus these Gats. There are quite a few Gats. At least nickname has very much rallied through the middle, which is the right thing to do. And it's going to expand to a third supply now. He's looking for a cheap pick-off here, Farco. Think he'll get it. Right, now the other thing is, times when you don't want to A-move is this. You never A-move, because the Gats will just fire at the drones. And yeah, you've lost 2 Gats pretty cheap. Laser lockdown coming in. This is good defense from Farco, and there's a lot of dead Gats. And not a lot of dead purple stuff. Prop now trying to be deployed, but look how many Gats you've lost. These seconds, they make all the difference. Imagine you had those 4 Gats going in when he only had one and a bit these, and you just drove into here. He'd have been in real trouble. Ooh. Ooh, that went deep. He should have committed to it. That one, the rally point's clearly still over there. Is he building the strat? No. Gats, once again, focusing on the drones when they should be clicking on the Vs. Does now have a prop, so he can start building himself some ECMs. But it might be too late now. Might just be too late because these Vs are getting in. Probably going to give a chunk of veterancy away to the MDs, yep. Getting a barracks for the Lotus. I think you could turn in. Yeah, now there we go. There's the ECMs. That one can target. This is suddenly looking better. Look at this on the left-hand side now. Nice doubling here. Coming in from either side. And this entire army is going to get pulled to deal with it. Okay, maybe not the entire army. Nice split there from nickname overall. That V goes down. These Vs are going to make a run for it. But he did lose his third supply. Nice. These are good pickoffs from Farco. War Factory then getting picked off as well. Is he on? Yeah, now he's going for it. Lotus comes out to get the oil. But the base is looking pretty weary here for nickname. Cash is good, but only on the one War Factory now. This is a nice army. Granted. I think what could have been nice earlier on, and this might have been the situation in this game where MiGs could have been called for. Because against what Farco's doing here, MiGs would be really powerful. Look how many Vs there are. There's so many. So many Vs. And this delay is going to let the Firebase get up. And that's, as soon as that happens, I think this Gat army's cooked. He's going for his second wolf edge. Yeah, that there is the transition to Migs, maybe. Probably should have done it earlier. Not very often you'll do it, but it can be nice. Can be nice. Search and Destroy comes in now. I mean, yeah, this army is going to finish it. Laser tank at the base as well. We are now at the stage of the game where tank basically has no chance. Right, it's pretty much over now. There were chances though. There were chances. Lotus will probably capture this artillery platform. The Gats don't abandon her. Yeah, that's such a big army, man. I think he can just take the fight. Laser tank as well. Rank 3 comes in. Lotus went down. And look at that. The entire army shredded. And nickname is out. He is out of the Semi-World Series. GG's. That's a 4-0 from Farco.
You are victorious.
Not entirely sure how he's won that 4-0, but nonetheless, very well played to Farco. He wins the set 4-0. And yeah, goes through to round 2 of the World Series. Or the Semi-World Series, I have to say. Alright. We've got one more set. Davido, let's reset. And then nickname now is Jacob. Okay. So just send to you. For our final set of the evening. Hard luck, by the way, nickname. I know I go hard on you, but yeah, there were actually some decent things in there. The second game and the third game you should have won. I think I'd call them both throws. The second one was a throw of biblical proportions. The third one maybe less so, but the second one really was. Alright, so let's get into our third and final set then. We start with Jacob on the right hand side. He is in the red. He is playing as Vanilla GLA. On the left hand side, we've got Davido MLY, or Davido, as I like to just call him. He is in blue. He is playing as China Nuke General. Nuke GLA. I fancy the Nuke to win this both ways. I expect, but I could be wrong. Jacob going for a double barracks. So we'll probably try and look to get some oil. I think the out of the 3 sets we see, I think this is going to be the highest standard. Because both of these players are X-Squad, have been for a short while. And they've sort of been that sort of higher echelons of the semi-territory. I don't know about Davido himself. I know Jacob obviously has gotten much better in recent times. Kind of beats me semi-comfortably these days. So, yeah, it would be tough for Davido, but let's see how he gets on. This is a nice first truck. And Jacob a bit unlucky there. He did react to move it, but I think he went to whatever direction. I think he wanted to slip through that gap. And then, because he collects over there, it wouldn't go through that gap. But the terrorist is in position. His second worker quite quick. This truck could potentially get in there. Maybe it will just miss out. Either way, this has bought time for Davido to ramp up his collection. And this is quite a nice build order, I think. 3 supplies, 2 war factories, 3 dozers as well. Yeah, the truck is going to just miss out here. Maybe we could go for a crush on these guys. But no, their truck was just placed there, wasn't it? Ooh, big TT coming from Jacob on the oils. Okay. Nice. Never a bad thing. Not the end of the world, though, for Davido, because he hasn't really gone for it. He's just gone for the supplies instead. Maybe Davido here is being a little indecisive with these new Battle Masters. Ooh. Okay, that is in a precarious position. I think this dozer is going to go down. Jacob might do it at some... Oh my word, Jacob. What the hell was that? I mean, it is... it will do its job. But the cost... That was a lot of RPGs to lose. Yeah, that new Battle Master's going to get in. This one probably going to get in as well. Okay, that dozer will then go and take that out. This is going to go down fairly cheaply. Could have at least got it in there, maybe. Yeah, looking rough this for Jacob, I'd say. Nice harassment here. Prop is now in. That's got something in it. It's definitely a lot easier being the... Ooh, I think that's a TT for the... Ah, it was, but the mines came in clutch. Really nice. And Jacob's economy is tanked. Battlemaster's done really, really nice. No sign of a palace. And there's going to be some overlords coming out. I'm really struggling to see how Jacob's going to survive this. And these 3 Battlemasters should just camp this, and then you can just take this out. Ooh, going a little bit off, though. Okay, it's going to be a big boom here, isn't there? Yep. A very big boom. But here's the real danger. Jacob, precious little money and precious little in the way of map control. Precious in not really a lot of things here. It's looking super good for Davido for this first game. That should just go down. Quad will get the XP. Nice micro from Jacob there, but gonna need a miracle to be able to stop this. Needs a TT. I think that's what this is. Davido's now on 10k. He's expanded over here. See what I mean about that oil not really coming into it in the end? So it is still nice to do, but when your opponent isn't even going for the oil, you don't really slow him down. That's the only problem. So yeah, I'm again really, really struggling to see what Jacob's going to possibly do to pull this one back. It is looking pretty desperate. He's trying to get to a palace. One mistake from Davido. No subliminal messaging. Should probably have upgraded that by now, straight after getting the mines. That could be a very nice TT. It is a nice TT. ECMs went a little bit... Oh, okay. That's kind of neat. Overlord goes down as well. Okay. Jacob kind of just about in there for now. Overlord, yeah, deciding not to shoot that for some reason. So he will get his palace in. And Davido paying attention, he's going to crush that worker. Subliminal messaging is now in play. It's still looking really, really good for the nuke here, isn't it? We've got some outposts coming out as well. So he's ready for the Jarman kill. He knows the palace is going to get him the Jarman. Is he on a CC? Doesn't look like it. It's Davido looking to expand down here then. That worker hasn't gone amiss. He's trying to build a nuke silo. That'll be from nuke MiGs, I suspect. Does he get the crush? No. Concentrating on the army down here, which is probably the right decision. This battle bus has to be very careful. Good micro so far. Gets the ECM. Yeah, that worker will get away. Nice sell from Jacob. Minimizing the XP it gives away. And he will pick off the outpost as well. So Jarman Kel could come in here and at least slow one of these down. I like that Jacob's sent these workers out. Trying to potentially give him the option to go for the counter-attack. The only problem is he might lose his entire base before he can even do that. That's the problem. I think these tank hunters should be, or these should just be killing the oils now. Before you go into the base. I appreciate he's probably thinking he needs to get a move on, but kill the oils while you can. There's not really any reason not to. Very nice disable of the bus, actually. That is one less bus he's going to have to worry about. Jarman Kel. Ooh. Yeah, not really. See what I mean? ECM gets it. That'll bunker. And that's it. Jacob knows it's over. 1-0 lead for Davido. But the nuke's certainly heavily favoured there, so I reckon we'll see Jacob pull that back. Let's see if he can. Alright, game number 2. Jacoby this time playing on the left as the China Nuke General. He is in red. And then right-hand side, we've got Davido in the blue playing as VGLA. Make sure I gave her 1. I did. That's good. Oof. Yeah, we're rattling through the games quite nicely this evening. 3rd set we're on now. And a good start to this 3rd set for Davido. But Jacob, certainly no mug. He, oh, hello, Suzu. Good to see you on the chat. I haven't seen you. I feel like I've not seen you in a short while. Hope you're doing well. An airfield from Jacoby. Interesting. This is the thing, though, about Nuke. They're such a powerful army. There's so many things they can do. You know, go for this oil cap is one of them. With the licks in the backgrounds. Whilst you also go for a triple swear. There's just so much you can do. There really is. Such a good army. And when you're playing as the GLA, you have to work out what he's doing. You know, to be able to read all that, it's tough. Nuke is a very, very strong army against any GLA. Tok's probably the strongest against Nuke. But it's super tough. Nice placement of the red guard, though. I think that bunker will be getting mines. Yeah, there we go. So we can't get any crushing here. He might deny that. Tentacle is going to try and come forward. It is an empty tentacle. So yeah, his best chance he's got is to just drive round here and pick that one off, I think. Assuming he's paying attention. He is, but he opts to not attempt. Trying to get his own oil as well. So yeah, both players going to get their oils fast here. Don't think he'll know that this is a Licks just yet. And War Factory, 2 War Factories now being established off the back of that. First cat comes this, first tech comes in. I think that's a tech RPG. We'll probably be looking for some dozers. Oh, it's not, it's a tech terror. Okay, takes a War Factory out. But Jacob's quite rich, he's on 3 supplies, he's on 2 oils. This is the tech RPG then. Ooh, misses out. That's unlucky. That was a mistake though from Davido. So what he should have done, he should have driven into the Licks and evac from underneath. Or at the very minimum, just go off and at least finish the dozer. Don't run away because the Licks is going to catch you. There's no running away from it. If it's locked onto you and the gat starts firing, it's over. This is nice though. Nice bit of aggression from the GLA here. 2 arms dealers pumping out the quads. Nice way of dealing with this. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot. Whoa, wow. Again, same thing, isn't it? And these Battle Masters are just the perfect counter. Jacob didn't even lose the Licks. So this quad spam, again, not really that good against the Nuke. Jacob, pretty comfortable, really, you have to say. He is looking comfortable. Would like to see an expansion from the GLA down here. He has expanded up here, though. And that is an overlord already. Didn't even see that he's built a pro. Where? Oh, down here. Okay, I didn't even see that. So yeah, Overlord's already starting to stream out. It gets scary very, very quickly. The Jungle, welcome to you, man. Are you streaming all the matches from round 1? I wasn't planning on all of them, but I did see yours, and I was thinking I might stream yours, actually. Funny you should say that. I'll tell you what, if you find me on Discord, then yeah, I'll chat to you about that. I'm gonna try and do a couple more tomorrow, a couple more replay casts. I think I did see you played. Ooh, good pop, very nice pop. That was a little bit late, but the Overlord's charging through here for Jacob. This could be a TT. It is a TT. think he could have been a bit greedier there. He should have just popped and force fired it and gotten it all. Okay, we've got a bit of a counter attack. I think at this point you commit to killing the oil. Oh my god. Whoa. No. 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 Yeah, that. Yeah. No. 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 Thank god for that. One touch. Lost a lot of quads for that. But you killed the 2 oils at least, so you did achieve something. But yeah, it's such a tough matchup this. Look at this now. Palace has just been established. But it's going to die as quick because no RPGs really. And even if you did. Okay. Quite a lot for him to micro here though. I think the Palace is going to go down, isn't it? Yeah. Look at this from Jacob. This is cheeky. That's so cheeky. There's not really any RPGs here for Davido. That's the only problem he's got. Just going to try a cheeky little poke over here. That'll keep Jacob distracted. Jarmakel does come out. But yeah, this is nice from Jacob. It's really aggressive on the expansion. And I quite like that. Level 3 now for Jacob. And he has got his CC back. And yeah, you can see it. Pick off the dozer all you like. Doesn't really matter. And there's the mines on this. Does keep them alive. Not sure it matters too much. Whereas a bus... Ooh. I mean, it's novel trying to take the dozer, but there isn't really much value you can add, especially when your base is about to get wrecked. That's one arms dealer. And I think this is going to be the arms dealer and the supply, is it? Yeah, it is. Davido knows it's over. Such a tough matchup. But yeah, unsurprisingly, the nuke taking that both ways, and we are at 1-1. Alright, game number 3. Arctic Arena we're on this time. And it's another mirror. We saw the stealth mirror earlier between Nickname and Farco. We're now on a China mirror. And at the top, we've got Jacoby. He's playing in red. He's playing as V China. Bottom side, up against him, Davido in the blue, also playing as V China. Actually, quite a nice mirror, this. V China mirror on Arctic Arena is nice. Because it's fairly easy to take the oils for both players, because the red guard obviously are plentiful. A lot of it can come down to that early engagement. The early engagement, so if you sneak a flamer in or you sneak a gat in and you like deny a few oils, that can make a big difference. Generally, though, you expect both players to kind of do similar to each other. And if you can do that, then you end up in a fairly decent position where both players have this sort of locked position where one's on one side, obviously, one's on the other. And it's just a war of attrition. So that is a game you can see here. But yeah, different ways of playing it. We'll be interested to see how this goes. Oh, God, crikey. Don't know where that yawn came from. It's only 10 to 9. It's not even that late. Okay. First gat then going for Davido on the right hand side. That's never a bad idea because you can attempt to deny some oil. And there's one red guard, 2 red guards sort of in position. Yeah, okay, now it will be. And one here as well is going to respond here. Should deny that one. And that gat will succeed. It looks like it's been a good start for Davido then. Yep, very nice. That gat should deny that red guard though. This gat will come in and deny that. Ooh. Does deny, very nice. Okay. So yeah, both players getting on to 4 oils, I think. Yeah, 1, 2... There was an engagement here just now. Okay. 10k a minute. Yeah, I think both players are on 4 oils. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to be on a 5th soon, Jacob. Nice tidy up there. Airfield and prop being laid down. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he will be getting a 5th soon, though. So fairly even. That's not so even, though. Bit of an unfair fight. That gat should finish that off, though. Jacob may be being a bit ambitious here. He's going to take this oil now. He remembers. That guy is going to repair thanks to this tech repair bay. And there's a bit of a flood of units coming through, but that red guard barrage, without its own gat, I'm not sure how effective that really is. And this is going to get tidied up quite easily. This is a bit of a waste, I think. MiGs on the field, but that too, is it a MiG? Oh, it's the dozer he wants. Okay, that's a play. That is probably going to scare Jacob into action. Maybe it isn't. But clever idea. He's on black napalm now, so yeah, 2 more MiGs, and he's just going to try and fly around and get this other dozer. I think he is, but I don't know if he'll get it, because he's going to probably find that as he is. Sees it, doesn't get it. If he was really quick to react, he could have got it. Meanwhile, he is starting to lose the middle fight. Ooh, foray move. Has a vet 3 gat. They can hurt. I think Davido might have lost this one. Yeah, look at that. Will go down now, but there's just an absolute flood of units now. Jacob knows he's got the upper hand, and this flood should probably see him off. One of the war factories is camped as well. There's a hacker. What is he doing? I don't know about that, mate. That must have been a misclick. I'm sure of it. Probably meant to be a Lotus. Okay, clears up the flamers. MiG's coming in from Jacob now. CC does get re-established. Yeah, Jacob in complete control here. Maybe a extra war factory would be quite nice. He's on 3 already, but he can easily afford a 4th. 3-star comes in. Jacob's so far, yeah, like almost double the XP, isn't he? That's kind of annoying. Maybe just get a flamer to deal with that. But with just the 1 war factory for production, that's probably going to be the prop with the single artillery barrage. Very nice. And the carpet is a really nice carpet. It's going to take the airfield, and it's going to take the supply, and it's going to take the trucks. And I'd say this is pretty ripped for Davido. Yeah, he's cooked here. No way he can recover from this. He's been ripped to shreds in this particular game, actually. Maybe Lotus could be quite nice if it was there 5 minutes ago. No chain guns. Not that it matters. MiG's coming in as well. And a licks. Bunker licks at that. So he's got everything he needs, really, at this stage. Has he been hunted? Oh, he's been hunted as well. Yeah, it's super over, isn't it? It's like super, super over. Jacob's completely dominated this game. I don't think, though, Davido was necessarily like... This is the thing, like how these matchups go sometimes, where it just suddenly turns on you. I think these MiGs are just going to go straight in for this. Are they? Or are they just waiting for one big epic hit? Not sure. Ooh. Oh. Lotus has caught the CC, and it caught the airfield as well. So that's why these MiGs are flying around then, I guess. Davido just putting that little bit of pressure on. Now, the war factory did get picked off. And he's rank 3, but nothing he can... Oh! I'm lying. He can. He can use it, can't he? I mean, he won't be able to get it himself, but he can at least get the gem promos and utilize them and fire from the back, can't he? Not that it matters, but it's still kind... Yeah, look. It's kind of a cool thing to see still. Bit of a weird one. I think he just wanted to do it for the sake of it. He knows it's over at this stage. I mean, there's just a flood of tank hunters just being pumped out. Jacob's floating 24k. Yeah, exactly. Jacob winning that one in the end quite comfortably. So yeah, he takes a 2-1 lead. And will feel confident going into the reverse, given that it is also a V-China mirror. So this time, Jacob is here at the bottom in red. And at the top, obviously also is V-China, it's Davido in the blue. So yeah, pressure on. When there's only best of 7, and obviously if you lose a mirror, having to then play that same thing straight after, psychologically very difficult. But I think Davido's confident in the build at least. And a V-China mirror can kind of go either way very quickly. Both players with a sensible build order. Supply lines of Wraith. Not a Jacoby pro supply by any means. Hello, Stevie B in the chat. Hope you're doing well, my man. Good to see you. No, you're wondering why I'm responding so quick. It's because there's basically no latency. No, because it's replay cast, there's no stream delay. And it's like 1 or 2 seconds of latency. So able to respond to messages pretty quick. Assuming I see them, that is. So yeah, seeing the same thing as before, just a sort of flurry of red guards being sent out from one barracks, and the other barracks is going to build your capture building. I think what you do is your first barracks goes red guard capture, and your second one builds 2 more red guard. I think that's how you do it. And then you obviously just send them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then this gap over here to try and deny an oil, which it will. Little things though, because had that red guard been there, might have captured it. We'll capture this one, and this one, and this one. That oil preemptively shut down. That one as well, by the way. Jacob forgetting to capture this one, though. Don't think it was denied. I think he just forgot to click on it. Okay, Gat will meet Flamer. Missed an opportunity to kill the Gat there. Could flush this out. Does flush it out. Alright. There's an annoying Gat in the base here of Davido, which is going to deny some supplies. Would like to see these trucks moved. Okay. Guess it doesn't really matter in the end. And Davido... Oh, I was going to say he comes out on top, but he moved the Gat. It doesn't matter anyway. It's going to go down. Alright. And Dozer, maybe it's expanding out a little quick, because this outpost... Nice targeting from Jacob there. I think these Gats just run into this outpost. Just to keep the Dozer alive, yeah. Because you know it's going to try and chase after it. Ah, it's a poor mistake. And that's both Dozers. Yeah. He's going to get hunted by one. Oh, is he? Yeah, he is. No, he isn't. How has he not been hunted there, man? Wow. Okay, Davido maybe not so confident then in this matchup after all. Because the flood, the Jacob flood, has started once more. It will be a miracle if he doesn't get hunted here. Jacob is going for it, isn't he? But the prop is keeping it alive. No, it isn't. It's been hunted. Alright. He's on 3 war factories, but the hunt is complete. 3 war factories, 3 war factories. CC already rebuilt. Mate, that one outpost should never have done what it did. That's the problem. Whoa, lots of dead things here. The thing I've noticed about Davido is he doesn't really like building outposts, does he? And it's all fine and well building these tank hunters, and I get it because the tank hunters are more cost effective. But the outposts are mobile. And they're able to just run away like this. And Jacob might pick himself off another war factory here. It would be a very nice pick-off if he did. If he gets too close to the building, he certainly won't. Yeah, you can see that he's clearly trying to pick this off. I think he's forgotten about it, has he? Nope, he hasn't. Still might get it. Oh, wow, that was close. That is a touch away. Okay, MiGs. We've got outposts. Do you know what would be nice? You know, just like Gatling turrets, the actual, like, defensive structure. That could actually be quite smart. Davido not getting the these here, whereas Jacob does at least get the tech repair bay. And yeah, Davido tried his best to just stay relevant and is going to shut an Overlord down. I think he was looking to get that war factory. Doesn't quite get it though. And there's a flood of units coming through here from Davido that somehow Jacob's struggling to deal with. I don't really understand that. Ah, the flamer, that's a shame. Could have gotten this oil. Gats, is it going to go down? It does. Still can't get that third war factory. But it's 3 war factories plays 3 war factories, so it shouldn't really be doing that much. Flamer will come in. Jacob looks like he's forgotten about it. Will get himself at least 1 barracks here, maybe both. Maybe gets both. Okay, that one goes down. Yeah, he's going to get both. Just. Back at base, though. Pressure very much on here. But surely this the momentum's going to fall now. Yeah, it is. It is. Ooh, that flamer, though. That's a pretty clutch flamer. Half the production gone. RT Barrage 2, that's going to be on... Oh, he's got Lotus to take this out. Okay. I think Jacob is just about going to get over the line here, but he's made hard work of it. MiGs will shut that down now. That is all 3, is it? Yeah, it is. That's all production gone. Like, completely gone. Yeah. I mean, Jacob made hard work of that.
You are victorious.
But, yeah, he does go 3-1 up. Giving himself a really good position here. 1 more game needed to take the set. But yeah, nice China mirrors there on Arctic Arena. Alright. Game 5. And we start at the top. Ooh, okay. USA mirror. So, winnable both ways. We got at the top here on Toxic Lake. It's a new map. We got Jacob in the red playing as SWG. Bottom side in the blue for Laser General, we've got Davido. Yeah, USA mirrors are one of those that you either love them or you hate them. So if Davido loves them and Jacoby hates them, you might see a quick 3-3. It is possible. But you never know. Let's have a look at the map quickly, because it's new. 40k of supplies here, and oil in this corner and that corner. And you've got 40k. It's actually 40k of these supplies, okay. And then to expand into, you've got a load of these supply crates as well. But otherwise, that is it. It's not super oil heavy. There's an oil in the middle here and here. But yeah, that's actually it. It's not super like eco heavy like a lot of maps you get these days. So I actually quite like this map. I can't remember who made it. Yeah, I'm kind of a fan. Jacob just opting to go for a not very aggressive third barracks here. He wants to try and get some oil in. Is that going to work? How's the laser relock? Non-existent. Does get himself a Chinook, but loses a Chinook. This is the thing. So really, was it worth it? Possibly not, because you're up against an opponent that's got these. Okay, Jacob building himself some MDs. And that dozer probably looking to go over there. Maybe a bit ambitious. It will at the very least deny them. This ranger though. Yep, there we go. Very nicely done. Oh, cows. We like cows. Jacob not paying attention. Does now get the laser lock in. Ah, should have evac'd. If he had managed to keep that alive and that gets camped, that would have been disastrous for Jacob. In any case, though, that there is the last dozer, and there's no sign yet. Okay, does evac. No sign of a war factory yet from Jacob. Meanwhile, Davido is on the oils, and he is on both his dozers. What is going on here? Does he not want a war factory? He's got all the money in the world for it. It just seems to not want a war factory. We'll get that out of there. I don't really get what Jacob's doing. He needs a war factory. Why is he not building one? I'm really quite baffled by this. Like, what's he thinking? He's going to get hunted before he even gets a war factory. Yep, he is. That is the last dozer. And that is hunt complete. Oh, no it's not. No it's not. Ooh. That is a nice Humvee. I had no idea he had another one stashed away there. More laser locks coming in, more Chinooks going down. There is a lot of Chinooks going down. He does now have the war factory, but is it too little too late? Up against the laser it is very difficult because the Vs are $150 cheaper each. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot. It adds up very, very quickly. But yeah, Davido looking to take a bit of control here. These two, once again, not paying attention. And these are just going to come in and lock this area off. Yep, they are. So Jacob is going to lose this area then. And there are still missile defenders back here being annoying. Will we get a laser lock? Nope. Missed the opportunity. Was focused over here instead, I think. Gets a Vet 2V. And he has also got sights on the last dozer. That is definitely the dozer hunt complete. Yeah. Very nice laser lock as well. Now that Humvee is going over there just to be annoying more than anything. Like, it's on its death warrant, but it just slows this down. More V's coming over this side now. One gets picked off. He is actually going to capture this oil. Very nice. Could go for a... He's actually gone for these supplies now. Okay. Maybe a good time to go for the search and destroy. To just make absolutely sure. Or you could go for the CC. When you've got the money, of course. Yeah, nicely done overall from Davido, this. Nice laser lock. That Humvee survives. I mean, Jacob does have kind of all he needs. He's on 2 supplies. He's on 2 barracks. He's on a war factory. He's got 3, or he's about to be 2. Maybe Davido is a little one-dimensional here. He needs one more Chinook. But this is a pretty big army that Jacob's going to have to deal with. It's such a tricky matchup, this. Like, playing any USA mirror is very particular. And that number of Vs might just be enough. And the target's the production. So that's 1 barracks down. And actually just opting to take the advantage that he can, and he decides to come back. That's quite nice. I think that Chinook might be scouting for a dozer. Ooh. Well, that is the last dozer. Pretty criminal if he does get hunted here. Which he is going to. No, he isn't. He's still got one. He's fine. What am I talking about? Have faith. If these aren't going to get out of there... And yeah, the other dozer is still very much alive. I think you're going to do very well to find that. No one's captured this just yet. This ranger might just go for it now. Tovies are now out. And he's going to go for the world's weirdest search and destroy placement. It's actually fairly level right now, right? Because it's only just barracks and war factory. I guess the difference is this, though. Yeah, either way, Jacob is certainly behind. It's going to have to get something done. That is going to get even harder, though, with the amount of money that Davido's on. 4 oils right now. 2 supplies. Probably on a search and destroy soon. Actually, both players just going to attack one another, are they? Yeah, that oil goes down. Opting to go back. That is why it's a very, very big army. Combined a load of these together. Last barracks goes down. So if Jacob did get to 3-star, he wouldn't be able to get those pathfinders out. Nice laser lock. Really nice laser lock. And killing this power is nice because it slows the V production down. S&D comes in. Yeah, Jacob knows it's over. Well played, Davido. Although you are expected to win because the laser does have an advantage. But yeah, Davido just bringing it back there to 3-2. Alright. On to our 6th game now. See the reverse this time. This is the one that's tricky for Davido to win. So we start at the bottom with Jacob E in the red. Oh, this is by Alex General. Helped by the Yug server, apparently. Oh, it's a nice map. I like it. But yeah, we've got Jacob in the red playing as Laser. Up against him at the top, it's Davido. He's playing in blue. He's playing as Superweapon General. Should remind everyone, for those that saw the last stream, if this is a victory, this game for Davido that goes 3-3, then we see a tank mirror in the decider. Now, you have to say, judging by the last mirror we saw, like the last China mirror we just saw, you have to fancy Jacob in that if it did go 3-3. Okay, drone gets picked off. That's going to be... Oh, the poor farmer died. The others are going to run away. I don't blame him. Must be petrified. Okay. So Jacob's going for what one might consider the traditional drop of 3 MDs and a dozer. And he is going to go deeper into the base with this one. Specifically... Whoa, that's close. Shut it down. Ah, he had a chance to shut that down. That's a mistake. Yeah, it's really important to pay attention, but because of the bug in the game, now it can't shoot. Yeah. So Ranger, Humvee, 2 Humvees. Yeah, these fast Vs are working. This is actually going to get shut down really quickly. Good start for Davido. The 1 supply and barracks and war factory is certainly effective, and the dozer will go down. Does get a last little ranger crush in though. So Jacob all of a sudden... not in the best of positions. Does still have a dozer available, but don't have the money right now for the war factory. So if Davido's quick and capitalizes on it, might just be a window of opportunity for him. Yeah, he's going to build a barracks here. That's a nice pick off of the MD. Very nice. Because this is a good building to get into. Tovies are out already. Very fast tow. So yeah, it's a low eco game this for Davido. Is he going to opt to kill the oil? He is. Not. Maybe he should. Maybe he should. Oh, he's going for his oils now. I think it would have been nice to have killed that while he was there. But also good to keep the V alive. No one wants 2 Hummies. You're quite right there. Okay, we've got 2Vs coming forwards here now. The Humvees are starting to be produced for Jacob. He has got that war factory, and it's a fairly quick deployment of the S&D. Fast laser locks from both players. This Ranger is probably going to capture this oil. And game pretty in the balance for now, but Jacob will probably get to search and destroy first. Davido with kind of like an interesting game where he started off with a bit of aggression and then followed that up with the eco boom later. It is viable, it can be done. Unconventional, but by no means a bad thing. These two are going to their death. Maybe they were locked on to the dozer. Yeah, they were. And once again, we find ourselves with quite a few Humvees here.
Search and destroy.
But S&D now coming in. Both players spending their money. Davido on considerably more income per minute because of these two middle oils. So yeah, Jacob economically is behind here. Nice evac. And little things like a single V drop into here to kill the last dozer could be quite nice. And then just try and pick off the S&D. Colonel Burton could be quite nice here as well for Jacob. This is a bit weird. Not sure what he's trying to achieve here. That Humvee's somehow alive. Should just kill this oil, I think. Yeah, that goes down. Yeah, he is going to kill this oil. Alright. MDs here get cleared up. Jacob seems ready, though. This Chinook here clearly... maybe it's just a... Yeah, it was. Just to... I've just noticed, yeah, so the oils actually spit out toxic every time. Quite a lot of MDs here, so this Ranger should get gunned down if these Rangers just get manually targeted. Whoa, this is bugging out. What is going on there? What is going on here? Okay, a bit of a battle in the middle here. Two more Vs coming in. There's Davido. He's still on two dozers. Alright. That's quite nice. He's spending his money as well. And yeah, obviously the problem for Jacob is the income. And he doesn't even have the S&D advantage. And he's up against... Whoa, that was a nice crush though. Okay, but Jacob does clear that up. A few more MDs here trying to... Oh, they will, I think. They'll get one more V. They will. Ah, Jacob. Whoopsie. And another one? Does evac that one. Yeah, some really nice laser locks from Davido there. And these Rangers even successfully gunning that down. Okay. Very nice. And Davido, you have to say, is miles ahead here. I think a supply, a CC, and the game is basically won. I mean, I think the game's won anyway. I'm not even sure he needs those things anymore. But as soon as one alpha comes out, just go straight over here, kill the strat. And that is pretty much curtains for Jacob. It's going to go 3-3, I think. Suddenly, looks really, really good here for Davido. Played this super weapon mirror quite nicely. What is kilometers? Yeah, I know, right? Miles is fine. Yeah, there goes the search and destroy. We'll lose the Aurora. Wouldn't have minded seeing that going out that way and saved. Could have easily done that. Either way, though, it's search and destroy versus no search and destroy, just like that. Jacob is just going to kill the oil. There is a Burton here that's actually going to go down to the toxic. Is it? Yeah. What an unfortunate way. It was actually Jacob's. It was actually Jacob's Burton as well. Yeah, that toxin radiation pool actually was pretty much what killed Burton there. Things to be wary of. Because he can't just rebuild that. Not straight away, because he hasn't got his search and destroy anymore in the strategy center. There is a Colonel Burton out for Davido as well. CC now being re-established. I imagine he's probably getting himself another... Oh, rank 3 now too. Both players pretty much hitting it at the exact same time. Pathfinders are out for Jacob. Yeah, search and destroy. I think you can just headbutt these. Yeah. Does get himself a Chinook. Could have been quite cool if he'd come in with another one just there. Yeah, missed out on the opportunity. Should be Pathfinders for both players now. Spectre gunship has been called in. That is in all likelihood going to be on the War Factory. Yep. Slow the V production down. And on our barracks as well. Yep. Nice use of general promotions. The Alpha as well. Look at this, is going to hurt. This is going to hurt a lot. Oh, maybe not. But either way, Jacob quits. He knew it was over. And yeah, Davido takes it 3-3. Very well played by him. Under real pressure there, but yeah, it manages to take it back. So we do have a decider on Jarlim Desert. Let's just make sure I gave that score. I did. All right, let's see it. Let's see the final. This is going to be the final. Well played, Davido, says RVB. I agree. Very nicely done. But yeah, we go to our tank mirror. Some people's favourite, a lot of people's favourite mirror, I should say. Start off on the top right with Jacoby in the red. Up against him in the bottom left, it's Davido. He is playing in blue. So it's the blue corner versus the red corner, quite literally. Or it's red versus blue. Ha ha ha. Oh dear. I don't like the look of that supply. That is far away, to say the least. It's in a different country. That is miles off. My throat has started to go, actually, hasn't it? I mean, how long have I been streaming for now? About 2 hours? Pun intended. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. Right, well, first thing to say is that there's not going to be too many surprises build order-wise, apart from that. So it's 2 suppliers and 2 war factories here on Jarlim. It's very rare you would do a build order different to that in a tank mirror, actually. Arctic Arena is an example of a map where it would be different. It makes sense for both tanks to be going for the oils there. But yeah, on this map, it's a little trickier to get these oils there, much more easily denied. So your best play really is to just go 2 supplies, 2 war factories. Davido has clearly learnt his lesson and is willing to build outposts this game, and both players going for an opener of Flamer outposts. Personally, I prefer Get Outposts as an opener and then following up with a Flamer later. Battlemaster can be effective for dealing with these Flamers if they're in the right place at the right time, but if they meet one of these instead, then it suddenly doesn't look a very good decision. Yeah, both players pretty much bang mirrored each other here. The only difference is the second outpost following up. Okay, that. I think if everything hits that... poor micro. This is bad micro from Davido. Is he going to lose it? Oh, no. If he had just focused everything on that, it'd have been fine. That's game over already, isn't it? That's such a shame. That's so anticlimactic. It really is. Wow. Okay, Jacob letting him off the hook there, though. Does evac this one. It's just a disaster for poor old Davido. There was a Flamer getting in here. But Fast Prop already out for Jacob. Lotus will be out fairly soon. I think he will just deny that Flamer in time. Yeah. By the time that gets there, it will. Ah, that tank hunter's done so much damage. Will he get a TT off? No, he won't. These outposts, they've got so much. What's the XP difference? Is insane. It's like ×5. Yeah, this tank mirror, and actually, if you look at what Jacob's doing, he's kind of just going, well, I'm in such a good position, I don't need to rush. I'm going to just make the most of it. He's chilling. He knows he's won this game. Oh, yeah, hello Apex, by the way. Good to see you. He says, hold on, how was this so close? Yeah, well, I think the main reason is because Jacob's not so great at USA mirrors, and the first game was Nuke GLA. Anything can happen, really, when you've only got a best of 7, right? I think a lot of people forget that. Best of 7, it's kind of anything's up for grabs. This here is probably enough to end the game. Jacob's pretty much winning every single fight, like, across the board. Yeah, it's over. I feel sorry for Davido.
You are victorious.
But he, yeah, took it right to the wire. Fair play to him. Gave it a good go. But in the end, it is Jacob who goes through with a 4-3 scoreline. Yeah, GG's well played. That was a nice final set, that one. Very well played, both players. Like I say, Jacob just getting through there. All right, before I go, let's get the... I'm going to get the bracket up. And I'm going to try and do this. So it's kind of a bit of a spoiler alert, because I might accidentally give away some games that I plan on streaming tomorrow. But is that up now? 1 second. Let's actually make sure this is working. There we go. Okay, so yeah, spoiler alert. All right. So the game we just saw then was down here. There we go. Jacob versus DAVIDO MLY. In the next round, Jacob plays against Matty. A very winnable game, I think. Although Matty, you never know with him. Yeah, at his best, he's not a bad player at all. Then we want to go to Farco. We just control F him. We can't really go wrong, can we? There he is. Farco. We doesn't actually know his opponent yet. I was meant to live stream Tease versus Savage, but Tease had to delay. Not so sure if that's been rearranged yet. We'll see if I can chase up with them. Yeah, either way, Farco will play the winner of that game when it happens. And then, Ragnarok, he will play against... Oh, yeah, okay. So the winner of that game would play me or Rengo. And obviously, Rengo beat me 4-2, unfortunately. Or fortunately for him. So yeah, Rengo, I think judging by what we saw earlier, this should probably be a 4-0. Yes, always the way. All right, I'm going to leave it there. As I said a minute ago, I'm going to see if I can try and get a couple more replay casts in at some point. Maybe tomorrow if I have the time. Thank you very much, by the way, Bilixi. You're very, and everyone else, you're all very welcome. Lol at the 10-second timeout. I can appreciate that as banter. All right, yeah, GG's guys. Hope you all enjoyed it, and yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back very soon. But until next time, GG's and see you.